Good afternoon, people. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. The sun is out, but we have that nice little crisp breeze that feels so good. But I want to talk to you about something that Ricky Smiley posted. And he posted a saying that says, for our brothers, our kings, to look out for our queens. We know that so much is going on right now, the kidnapping for organs and the kidnapping for sex trafficking. So if you see a sister, whether that sister or that queen is old or young, and you see them walking through the parking lot to get to their vehicle, just take a moment to watch to make sure that they make it to their vehicle safely. Also, when we see the little kids walking and you see them walking along, just take a moment to watch them. Watch them to see if they make it safely from one stop to the next stop. And we just can't put it all on our kings. We have to queens, we have to do the same thing. You know, you see the sister and she busy, she got the little toddler and she's got her bags, pushing her little cart. Um, take a moment. Take a moment to make sure you see make sure that she get into her vehicle, safely. We have to look out for each other. We have to. And everybody needs to take the time to watch each other and not to put your life in danger, but be cautious and watch for their safety. And if you have to call 911, then please do so. If you see suspicious vehicles, try to get tag numbers, try to get the description of people that are in the vehicle. Try to get make and model of the vehicles and any identify marks. Do they have some kind of sticker on the windshield? Do they have anything hanging from the rear view mirror? Anything that you can. But we have to look out for each other. And this thing is really, really serious. We have to be serious about this. It's happening all over the country. All over the country. And I was reading a report just yesterday. A man and a woman tried to take a child from one of the local department stores. They attempt to take a child. So it's not a joke. It's not a game. These people are really out here. This sex trafficking, this kidnapping, killing for organs. It's serious. It's really serious, and we have to take it serious. So be on the lookout. Look out for each other. If you in your vehicle, you getting ready to leave, make sure you always have your doors locked. Make sure you always have your doors locked. And you see a young queen or older queen, you just see a queen. And they trying to get into their vehicle, they getting out of their vehicles or getting into their vehicles. Make sure you see them safely enter the store, or make sure they safely enter their vehicles. Just be on a watch out. See if anybody trying to block them in. as someone is unloading their groceries. You know, watch out for that. I just did the home delivery for the first time Sunday morning. I had Whole Foods to deliver to my house. That was the first time that I did that. And I probably have grocery delivery done again. You know, for one thing, I like to shop at Whole Foods, but I do not like the traffic that exists to get there. So that's why I chose to do that. But another thing, if you are approached, if someone do attempt to kidnap you or attack you, fight like hell at that moment. At that moment is when you really, really want to fight. You give them hell. You scratch, you kick, you scream, you do everything. I mean, and if they can get you into the vehicle, especially if it's just one person and they get you into the vehicle, so if you fighting, they can't tie you up at that moment. I mean, as they driving, kick them in the head, in the face, do whatever. But experts have said, fight at that moment of being approached, because if they can get you to a remote or rural, or I shouldn't say rural, but they can get you to an isolated area or remote area, then your chances of getting away is very, very slim. So you fight at that moment. Take out their eyeballs, dig your hand into their eyes, bite the eyelids, do whatever, but fight like a wildcat at that moment. And of course they're gonna tell you, better stop. I kill you, or I do it. But if they're probably gonna kill you if they get you in an isolated area. So fight for your life at that moment, and do not let the words deter you from fighting for your life. You have to fight at that moment. Experts have said so, and I believe so. So, take the time to fight. And when you're sitting in a parking lot like I am right now, you want to make sure you take note of your surroundings, the vehicles coming in and going out. If you see anyone walking, you want to be aware of your surroundings, because people can sneak up on you at any given moment. And of course, you want to make sure you always keep your doors locked, whether you sitting still or whether you moving. Make sure you keep your doors locked at all times. But again, I just thought that was so great when Rickey Smiley posted on his page for gentlemen's, young men's, kings, look out for the sisters. Look out for the sisters. Make sure they making it in to their vehicle and safely inside, or make sure they are making it into whatever establishment that they're entering. But look out. And the same things, sisters, we need to look out for each other. And we saying sisters and queens and young women because that seem to be the ones that are being kidnapped the most as far as sex trafficking. But as far as the organs being stolen, of course, they taking those from anybody. And males, females. Those being taken, So you want to make sure that you do protect yourself. You want to make sure that we look out for each other. And, that's everyone looking out for each other. Not just the kings looking out for the queens, but the queens looking out for the kings also. And, of course, we watching our young ones also, this is something that we have to do. This right here is a must. We have to look out for each other. And if you see something suspicious, then, take note of it. Call 911 if 911 need to be called. If you see a suspicious vehicle just driving slowly, and I know the white vans is getting one of the baddest rep right about now, and we apologize, but at this point in time, if you're legit, then we apologize, but just go with the flow. But also, the policemen and have found sex trafficking victims in U-Haul trucks. And so we have to be careful with that too. So, hey, we apologize, if you getting stopped, but if everything legit, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. But in the meantime, we are watching you like we're watching others also. But again, if you are attacked, fight at that moment, right at that moment. Fight, you scream, you yell, you holler, you scratch, you kick, you do whatever you need to do to save yourself. But do not let them carry you to an isolated or remote area. You don't want to do that. You want to fight for your life right then and there. Do not let words scare you. For them to scream, I will kill you, I beat you, I'm going to do this and that. And especially if they saying I will kill you, then that's all the more. Fight. If they say, if you don't stop, I'm going to kill you. No, fight. Fight. Fight for your life. And let's look out for each other, especially with all this stuff that's going on. And another thing, try to always fill up your vehicle with gas during the daylight hours. Try to do your shopping, whether it's grocery shopping or plain shopping. Try to do it during the daylight hours. Now, I know some of you may get off, and this time of year is the time it start getting darker earlier than usual. So sometime when you get off, it's already the light is falling and the darkness is coming upon us. But if you can, try to do your shopping during the daylight hours. Try to do your shopping where you can be noticed. Don't try to do your shopping in an area that's not populated. You want it populated because you want other people to be around if you have to scream and holler for help. Try not to go to isolated place. You go, it's night, and you go to a service station and people are loitering outside. You may not want to stop there. You may want to keep on going, because it's some area. You know what areas that are bad areas, but people being kidnapped in good areas. But if you already know this area is a bad area, then you might want to make sure you do not go in that area during night hours. And that's what I have for you. That's what's most concerning right now is all this kidnapping and sex trafficking, all this stuff that's going on, all this negative stuff. We got to bring some kind of positive mix into this. So we're going to be positive by watching out for each other. We're going to have to do that. And, don't hate on anyone. Don't wish anyone any ill feelings or mean. Do not be mean to someone just because you don't like them or whatever. And people don't like you just by looking at you, which is really ludicrous. But in the meantime, look out for each other. Make sure You see that sister get into her vehicle or enter into the vehicle if they're walking along, if they're walking with their children or something, And to the kings, we thank you. We thank you for looking out for us. And we, as your queen, also will be looking out for you. That is something that we just gonna have to do. I appreciate you all taking the time to listen to me. And Ricky Smiley, thank you. I appreciate you putting that up, because that is something that we need to be doing. If they always say, let's do this challenge, let's do that challenge. Well, let's do this challenge here. Let's look out for each other. How about that? That's a great challenge. Look out for each other. And you see anything that's suspicious, anything that's ill will, call 911, take down tag numbers, take description of vehicles, description of people, the number of people in the vehicles, whether they be white, black, Hispanics, mixed, Asian. We need to know all that information, because we trying to save each other. So let's do that challenge. Everybody take all the others' challenge. Let's do the challenge of protecting each other. How about that? I think that's a great challenge. As always, I love each and every one of you. I do. I don't have to know your name, but I love you. And if anyone tell you anything different, they are telling a lie. Beautiful day. Get out. Enjoy it. And I'll talk to you all later. Love you.